Hey, it's Coach Steven, everybody. We are going to go over how I am going to kind of progress my athletes. I figured this would be a good clip. We have about 20 athletes here to kind of go over, just about 20 athletes, give or take. And we're just going to kind of go through and how we should be progressing them. So here's this athlete here. He's on his third, we did our third day of the start of summer. And we are basing this one, this Thursday lift off this second BMT upper right here. Okay, so we're going to switch here. He got 3 sets of 5, all at 75. Here, he's a younger athlete, so we're only going to bump him up by 5 pounds. Sometimes you can go anywhere between 5 and 15. I've found that with younger athletes, taking a smaller jump approach has been more beneficial. Same thing here. He got the 3 sets of 6. Okay, for 55, we're going to bump down and we're just going to up it to 60 pounds, just a 5 pound jump. And then what we did here, he got 3 sets of chin-ups, and I don't know why he put his body weight in. He should have just done the band, but he did the purple band. Okay, and he was at hole 1. I do remember this. So he'll be at hole 1, and we're still going to try to do. We're going to try to do 2 red bands. Okay, we have a little bit of a system at the school to get that correct. Okay, and then for his dumbbell overhead, he did 10s. However, we're going to switch this up how we did it the first day. So I'm actually going to give him a 20. For our dumbbell rear delt raises, he should be doing around 10s. Banded side bends, he will be going around a red purple band. So here we are there. And then these things will be, eventually we won't really program these for a specific number, of course. But those are the things we'll do is hurdle hops, 5-10 flies, vertical jumps, and weight. Okay, so that's that athlete there. Mark red, move on to the next athlete. Okay, what we'll do here with Turnkey Coach, just pull up his calendar to the next side. Again, then same thing here. We're scrolling through his workout. He did 105 for 5, 115 for 5, and 125 for 3. And then again, this was day 1 on this right side here. So again, we were just trying to get numbers. So he did that 125 for 3. I'm going to want to see him try to hit that 3 times in a row. Could that be a little bit of an overshoot? Maybe, but this athlete is a little bit stronger than that in general. If I'm remembering correctly from later previous sessions, and it's actually history's not going back that far. Let's see if we have a 6-month history. See, so he's done in the past 135 for 4 here, so I'm pretty confident he will be able to do that. So we're going to go 125, 3 sets of 3. So he did 95 close grip. We're dropping that to 4 reps, trying to go 105. And this kid, he's going to be a junior, I believe. Okay, so we're going to be in a better spot for him to kind of push it. Chin-ups, he was at 0 pounds and no band. So we're going to try to have him start adding some weight to those chin-ups. Overhead extension. So again, we had two 15-pound dumbbells during this. We're going to switch that to a 35, and I think he'll be fine there. Bent over rear delt raise, trying to go 15s. Band side bands will go green band. Okay, and that's another athlete done. Again, each athlete is prescribed their own weights. Every single workout, this athlete did put in his deadlift workout from today, which I actually might need to go back for the other kids. So here in a moment, but I will do that after the video, and I'm actually going to write a note, so I'll be right back with you all. All right, I wrote my note down. So now we'll kind of get to see how things will change week to week besides session to session. So from week to week instead of within a week. Okay, so we're going to take this box squat and we're going to pull it down to here, or this box squat over here. Looks like this guy he didn't actually get all of his reps. So he was supposed to do 3 sets of 3. He did 1 set of 1 at 225. So this was kind of quite a big of a fall off. So what we're going to do, we're going to drop him down to 205. Okay, we want to try to get him his reps. Again, if he fails, sometimes that's okay. I'm okay with that. But we do want to see him get his reps. So I was happy. He did do 205, it looks like, for his deadlift today, which is awesome. So we will go ahead and program that in. All I had to do there was squat. For deadlift today, we're doing 2 sets of 4. I'm going to go try to do 225 that day. For his split squats, he did 30, bumping that up 5. Back extensions, he did 25. We'll leave that there for this cycle. And then banded face pulls, we'll leave that down there as well. So this kid also has been doing really, really good on the vert. He looks like he actually switched these up a little bit, which is fine. That's why I come back and check all of these things. But I believe this kid has been doing really good on his vert, and the metrics are not wanting to pop up. There we go. So yeah, it's kind of popped up here a little bit at the end of May, and it's actually gone down a little bit here. So, but he did hit his PR just recently, so I wouldn't expect it to be perfect. Again, these are also have been switching into morning workouts, so that can play a factor. Okay, so now we're going into this next athlete here. Okay, and we are going to do his bench press first. 125. He did 125 for his top set of 5, which is fine. I'm going to put him at 120 since he only did a top set there. And this athlete is not as veteran as the past athletes that we've seen. And I might let him push it as he kind of starts to show me to be a little bit more mature athlete. Close grip, he was 115. We'll put him down to 125, which is kind of interesting. And based off that, I'm almost willing to put that actually at 125 there too. And that will be interesting to see what happens there. So looks like we might have been sandbagging a little bit, but that's okay. We'll figure things out. And I don't think he did bodyweight chin-ups, so can't fault him too much yet because it's still a new system to learn to put in everything correctly. So again, we're giving some grace here when we're going through our program. Here we're going to go 35. Again, this guy did 220s. We're going to try to do a 35 or a 40 potentially. Bent over dumbbell rear delt raises, 15. Banded side bends, we're going to go green band. That's not green anymore. Green band. And we're going to save. Okay, so then we're going to scroll down. Okay. We also have been doing 5-10-5s, which was nice. We did max effort dead now. So now, same thing for this athlete. We're going to skip over down to the Monday box squat first things first. We did 3 sets of 3 at 205, or we did a top set rather, which was not what he was supposed to do. But I'm going to put him at 185. And I actually remember the situation from today now. I told him, let's be a little bit smarter. Okay, we don't have to be as strong as we're going to be at the end of December today. But anyway, then we came down sumo deadlift. He did 185 for 5. I would like to see him maybe hit a 205. Oops, not there. 205 sumo deadlift. Split squats, he was 30. I'd like to see him bump it up to 35s. You'll notice that a lot of these kids that are athletes rather that train at the same rack will end up using the same weights for a lot of, especially the accessories, which is not my favorite thing in the world. But slowly we'll try to convince them that they can lift more than their friends, and it's okay. Okay, we'll pull up this next one. We'll only do a couple more of these. I know you guys don't want to watch me do 30 minutes of this, but this will be my night for the next 30 minutes or so. Probably going to throw on some new supernatural in the background. But anyway, getting back into it, we're going to be bench press here. Same thing. Let's go 110 here. Okay, stay a little bit more reserved, and then 105 for the close grip bench. And my eye gaze is keep going over here just because it's easier to see. But sometimes I can also go through here, and if they were to upload videos of them lifting or anything like that, I can see that. For chin-ups, they did 386 at 132, which would be body weight. I'd prefer them to not put their body weight, but they do not know that apparently. Not a lot of them have been doing body weight quite yet, so the ones that can, I have not been able to get to. So this same athlete will go 35s. Here we'll go 15. Banded side bend will go green. That is still not green. Yeah, we'll copy that. Perfect. So a lot of people should be on green on the banded side bends. Next we'll do, I think he actually hit his vertical PR. Let's see. Yeah, just recently 27.4, which was really, really cool. This kid's probably going to be one that hits a 30-inch vert coming soon. He would be my third athlete, I think, to get one. Okay, pulling up his calendar, which was already up by accident. So we're looking at his box squat first thing. He wanted him to do 245. It looks like it didn't happen today for some reason. But what we'll do here is do 235 for 4. So we'll just have him, whatever he did that top set of, I will put him doing that at 235 for 3 sets of 4 next time. And this is probably on me. I got to do a little bit better at telling them, like, hey, you're making sure you're doing all of your working sets at that weight. So that's something I can kind of see when I'm programming and see the confusion that might have been there, and then put that into the programming for next week. So these last three athletes were all rack mates, and just so happen to be they all do a lot of the same weights as I'm noticing through here. Okay, save that. Okay, so that was about 4 athletes or so you just see me go through. If you all have any questions about how I kind of progress the athletes, I can go over the brief maximal tension system. Zach Goodman's also another good one to look at about this. But yeah, besides that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below and subscribe if you'd like to see these more of these videos. Thanks.